I tell you, it is never a dull moment when the Nuggets and the Thunder square off, and tonight was no exception. The Thunder with a narrow 129-126 victory over the Denver Nuggets, and it all came down to this bucket from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the go-ahead step-back three-pointer from the NBA's leader in clutch time points, stepping up in an MVP moment to seal the victory. The Thunder now 3-0 over the Denver Nuggets this season and 2-0 on this homestand. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just continuing to add to what is already a historic night for him. As we welcome you back inside of Paycom Center and into Thunder Live. What a game. Oh my goodness, Royce. I feel like from the very outset of this game, even in the first quarter, it was giving playoff intensity, playoff atmosphere. That's exactly what we got.
All right, I'm guilty of feeling the vibes of that game a little bit. I'm maybe prisoner of the moment. Been to basically every regular season game. That's a top 3 Thunder regular season game ever. I mean, that was as good as it gets. The drama down the stretch, kind of the hype coming into the game. And by the way, I mean, hate to break it to NBA media and talking heads, MVP discussion, it's over. That's it right there. This game right here, I mean, Shai was already the MVP coming in, but if there is any debate, any discussion about it, the game that he played was the Thunder shorthanded in this one to step up and hit the shots that he did. He hit what you thought was the dagger, and then a crushing 4-point play right there, and then to respond on top of it. I mean, there's metaphors with that of the way that he puts the team on his back. And then, oh, by the way, the game that he had 15 assists to no turnovers. The Nuggets ran double coverage at him all game long. Anytime he got single coverage, he scored. It was one of the most flawless, perfect games you'll ever see an NBA player play.
And that's only scratching the surface of the incredible night that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander put together here against the Denver Nuggets. We will get into all of that. But before we do, we got to give Chris Fisher and Michael Cage a chance to chime in on this incredible regular season game we had inside of Paycom Center, guys.
Yeah, Paris. I mean, these are the games that you hope for coming in. I mean, you think back, it wasn't that long ago that these two teams had that classic overtime game where the Thunder erased that 16-point deficit. But the way that this game was kind of unfolding, Michael, wipe away those double-digit leads from Denver early, wipe away the Thunder double-digit lead. Just the way that this game was unfolding in the second half, where it just seemed like they were trading buckets, or if a team would go into a drought, the other team would go into a drought. It just seemed close the entire second half. And to have it finish out and play out that way, where SGA makes not one but what seems like 2 game winners, and to just carry this Thunder team across the finish line, what a night, what a game, what a finish. So many incredible performances.
Where do we start?
Right.
And were you not entertained, folks? Because I'm going to go off of what Royce just said. Yeah, this guy's MVP, folks. It's over. It's over. You just saw it in the last couple of games, first of all. And when you peel back the layers, you look at how the game was set up. So many people missing from the Thunder, entire front line. So many guys stepped up tonight. Getting A.J. Mitchell back was huge. Man, he looked like he hit the ground running, like he hadn't been out, 19, 20 games. We've seen these kind of games from Jay Will before, but you just say, okay, he got 30 points, 14 rebounds a couple of weeks ago against the Detroit Pistons. You know, we expect that once a year. But the way he played tonight, and then the way the game just had highs and lows, folks. I mean, I'm sure you were in it. You were up and down just like I was. The 4-point play by the Nuggets late in the game, I was going, oh. Then all of a sudden, you know what? There was enough time to get the ball back in the hands of SGA and let him do his magic, folks. He did magic twice tonight. I'm talking clutch after clutch points. And I'm exhausted from explaining it because I'm looking at these stat sheets. I'm going to go home. I'm going to study it because this was a masterpiece by the Thunder.
A masterpiece by SGA. He should be locking up the MVP conversation. Just an unbelievable performance. I mean, the efficiency in what he was, 14 out of 21. Don't forget about the 15 assists and all the different times that he got double-teamed over the course of this game and finding his teammates. I was shocked that Denver went single coverage there on that last possession. SGA knew exactly what to do.
And not to mention, 1 rebound away from a triple-double. 9 boards in this game here tonight. A well-rounded performance. Silencing all the debate
Paris Lawson,
around the MVP.
Now you're going to tell us that he needed 1 rebound?
I know.
Okay.
I thought they knew. I didn't know.
Okay.
So close, but he had a lot going for him.
It was an okay game. It could have been a great game.
It could have been great. Just 1 rebound away. Hey, Chris and Michael, thank you so much helping us break down this spectacular game we had here inside of Paycom Center. 17 lead changes, 13 ties, a lot of back and forth. This was a 25-point swing between the Thunder and the Nuggets in this game here. So if you missed any of the action, we're going to do you a favor, and we're going to roll the tape. And just a little bit of a spoiler alert, this is a lengthy one here tonight because we got a lot to break down.
Want to remember, overlook what a good and impactful defensive player A.J. Mitchell is, because that's as much as what he does for the Thunder as it is on the other side. Of course, SGA, again, just such a stabilizer for OKC. He knew he was going to have to shoulder a big load in this one, Paris, and he sure did.
Yeah, we saw a lot by Oklahoma City just to stay in this, and then you're going to see some defense to offense action for OKC.
Absolutely, and again, Jay Will with a great stop right there, and then you put the ball in SGA's hand. He gets that rare moment of single coverage.
Offensively, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in a remarkable rhythm, getting to his spots, left side, right side, around the rim, below the rim, and oh, by the way, don't forget, he is finding his teammates for great assists.
I mean, the way that he shared the wealth, the way he spread the ball around, I thought Rumble the Bison might score 10 in this one.
I was waiting for my pass on the
seriously, I mean, SGA was just unbelievable, just spraying it around and doing it. He is such an incredible offensive player, but he picks his spots, Paris, to where he understands when I need to put my foot on the gas, but then I also understand that the team, they're doubling me, and he keeps everybody in rhythm and ready to shoot. That's an incredible thing SGA does. I love the design by Mark Daigneault there to inbound the ball to AJ, and if you watch that play, it's sort of, you know, Chris and Mike were talking about that they were surprised that the Nuggets didn't double SGA to get the ball in his hands. I think a lot of it had to do with the design of the play to inbound it to AJ. I don't know that the Nuggets expected that. It really never gave them the ability to run at Shai, and he got that single coverage, was very decisive in it, and that's why he went to that three. How about that bottom number, Paris? 3 turnovers for the Thunder, and only 8 for the Nuggets, but just 3 for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's massive in a game like this where the margins are so narrow. No, very limited mistakes offensively for Oklahoma City. And I mean, when your leading ball handler and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 0 turnovers of his own, sets you up for some really quality success on that end of the floor. Great stuff from Oklahoma City inside of Paycom Center here tonight. All right, there's so much to talk about in this game. So let's turn it over to Thunder head coach Mark Daigneault, who's addressing the media postgame.
Mark, Shai's invested so much into that shot, and to be able to get it twice when you had to have it, just what does it say about the guy's work and the intentionality of it?
And the Golden State one. I mean, that was the shot of the night the other night, too. Yeah, I mean, tremendous poise, confidence. He doesn't change his mindset regardless of the circumstance. He doesn't break a sweat doing anything. That was an outstanding performance by him. Not only the last stretch, but the game control, the blend of attacking and passing, put his teammates in advantages all night. They threw 2 guys at him all night. And yet he was able to get his stuff in the game and also activate his teammates.
The mountain that Jay Will's probably looking up at the beginning of the game, knowing he may be minute for minute with Jokic, had to look pretty big. What did you make of the way that he just approached that tonight and was able to, you know, have the success that he had on both ends?
Yeah, unbelievable competitiveness, you know, by him. He knew he was going minute for minute. You know, I told him that before the game. And he just leaned into it and he took on the challenge. Obviously, Jokic is as tough of a cover as anybody. But he was outstanding. And, you know, a lot of guys on the team play varying roles, fluid roles, if you will, depending on circumstances. He's one of them. So for him to get a performance like tonight, just so that everybody's aware of what this guy is capable of as a competitor and as a player, I'm incredibly happy for him, and obviously we don't win that game without him.
You touched on it with Shai, but 15 assists on a night when he's on the verge of a historic individual accomplishment. Just what does that say about his approach to the game?
Yeah, I mean, he never presses. He's just got unbelievable awareness of the circumstances, awareness of the length of the game. You know, I think that's one of his superpowers, is he understands how long the game is, and so he can make the right play, knowing that he'll get his cracks. If he misses shots early, he knows that there's more game left, and he always stays in it mentally. And I think that's part of the reason why he's as consistent as he is. But I thought his passing again tonight was really good. Even the simple ones that weren't assists, you know, they doubled him all night. He got off it early, like the one to AJ late that AJ drove Hardaway down there. It's just a simple play, you know, ahead of the defense. So he had a great floor game tonight. Obviously a great close. He's a great player.
AJ's back after a long time out, made an instant impact. Just tell me about what you saw in AJ tonight.
He's obviously, really good player, but you never know how a guy's going to come off of a 2-month injury from a conditioning standpoint. I played him 13 straight minutes in the first half. I don't know if that was my best performance, but he was really good. He was ready. I think anytime a guy comes in and is in that much rhythm and is in that much shape to be able to do what he did tonight, it's a testament to all the invisible work they do to get themselves back to that point. And he was really diligent with a setback. That's hard mentally when you think you're going to be back a certain time. He has a setback with an ankle injury, and he just keeps plugging. And we don't win that game without him either.
Yeah, just thoughts on McCain's minutes. Played him heavy in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, those guys, with the way they were playing, Shai specifically, we knew that we could stress them out by having the shooting gravity, playmaking on the court. And he was holding up defensively pretty well, fundamentally. The other thing for him tonight is, he hasn't been here long. And last game, for whatever reason, I didn't play him in the fourth quarter, just went with other guys. And talked to him about, today, like, not reading into those situations. These guys are so used to that, but he might not be. And I thought he showed great mental toughness tonight. He just got himself back to zero, got himself ready to play, and he, turned around, and he's the guy down the stretch, and he helped us win the game.
Shai, you were able to get to it twice with that sidestep and step back over there on the right side. What's going through your mind as you're needing to get those points late and had to have those looks?
Just trusting my work, first and foremost, and then just reading the defense. Obviously, they were sending to basically the whole second half, and I knew if I wanted to get an attempt late, I would have to go quick and go fast. And the deeper I drove, the more bodies were coming. So, I kind of had no choice.
Jokic is going to get a triple-double, but J. Will hung in there defensively and gave it right back offensively. What'd you make of the way that he competed tonight?
Yeah, he was big for us tonight. The reason why we won, they're a high-powered offense, obviously. We didn't really bring it tonight defensively, but we brought it offensively, and him, guys like J. Will, AJ, Isaiah Joe, Jane Mack, like they brought it offensively, and we were able to hang around in the game long enough. Obviously going down big early, but offensively we're really good tonight. J. Will was at the tip of that.
You've been extremely humble when it comes to talking about your greatness or anything remotely close to that. I mean, on a night where you tie Wilt, you hit 2 step-back clutch threes. I mean, just, what does it mean to you to first tie Wilt and then being in the same conversation with him? And it's anything, because anytime anybody's in the same conversation as Wilt, it's obviously something great.
Yeah, I don't know. It's still a lot to even wrap my head around. And to be honest with you, I try not to even think about it, especially during the season. So much is going on. So many things have to go right for you to get what you ultimately want, and that's gets 100% of my focus, especially basketball-wise. But obviously, like you said, being in a conversation with a guy like that is it's special. It's crazy to think that where I was 10 years ago, I'd be here today. But you work hard, you trust the process, and you look up, and great things can happen for you, and I'm a testament to that.
You had a career high 15 assists tonight. What were you seeing out there that made that happen for you?
They were double teaming the whole second half, and I just passed the ball out the double team. Guys were open, guys made plays, guys made shots, and our offense looked pretty good because of it. And we're gonna see that more often. And the better the guys are around it, the harder it is for teams to do so. And the guys are all good. Those guys are making great plays behind the double teams, and it's the second night in a row that we've won a game while the other team's been double teaming for most of the game. So.